In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily take down the 7-star Greninja raids solo. And what you're going to need is a level 100 Slowbro with a Slack Off, Iron Defense, Nasty Plot, and Stored Power with maxed out IVs and EVs in Special Attack and Defense. It's going to be the same Slowbro we were using for the Cinderace raids. You can also remove Slack Off and add Psychic Terrain to do some more damage. You'll just have to cheer heal instead of Slack Off. The only thing difference about this raid is Greninja only wipes your buffs one time, and it's on the 4th or 5th turn, and you kind of can predict that, kind of not. So I just have this basic strategy is just wait, don't buff yourself until he clears your moves. So usually what I do is hit him with 3 stored powers to get my Terra Orb ready to terrestrialize when we actually have our buffs. So it's the first hit, boom, and then the second is Nasty Plot after these 3 attacks to get full health, so then we can start buffing. So in the video you guys are seeing, it's showing me hitting him with stored power to get a Terra Orb. I'm going to hit him with stored power again, get my second Terra Orb, and a third time. Sometimes you'll miss these every once in a while, and here's where you would want to do Psychic Terrain if you had it, just to throw in a move. These moves, it's pretty much just waiting out the turn for Greninja to clear our buffs and him to activate a shield so you can start buffing your defense and buffing your attack for stored power. So after we have those 3, we're going to use Slack Off so we can get back up to full health, and then, like I said, start buffing. And after you do that, the Greninja raid is pretty simple. You can do the same build with Klefki, Vaporeon. There's a couple other Pokemon that do it very well. And if you're doing this in a group, I recommend having a Cogsire or a Toxicroak that knows Mud Slap. Very useful so the Greninja isn't hitting you constantly. And here you see me start buffing my Iron Defense. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe if you made it this far, and if this guide is helpful to solo the 7-star Greninja raid. I did this on my second try with stream after we tried a couple failed attempts with Lucario, Klefki, and other Pokemon. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's an easy way, consistent, and everyone should already have a Slowbro from the Cinderace raids. And I'm showing you in here that I Terra with water. If you have a Psychic Terra, it's going to make this even easier. I used my Water Terra Slowbro just to show you that even with the weaker Terra, without the stab, it still can get the job done. So that was my example, that if you wonder why I'm using a Water Terra instead of a Psychic Terra, just to show you that it can be done without the stab Terra type with the stored power. It just takes an extra hit or 2. Then after you get all your buffs off, you can make sure you're healed up, or do like I did and go straight into a terrestrialized stored power to try to knock out his shield the rest of the way. If you didn't know, if you're terrestrialized, it does more damage to a Pokemon's shield in raid battles. And then after that, it just takes 1 or 2 more hits. Super easy. Thank goodness I lived on 25 there, and I did not die, because in this tutorial would have took me a little bit longer. I appreciate you guys all subscribing, all liking, and make sure you come back for future content. Shout out to the Patreon subscriptions, Ink Plays, Tarek, and Mr. Peak. I want to thank you guys so much. And if you want to join the Hoffy shop or become part of the Hoffy Bean family, make sure you join the Discord or the Patreon below. Thank you guys so much, and have a great night.